Greetings, scholars. In this lesson, we will look at adding and subtracting with mixed numbers. So let's get started. So on Tuesday, Amelia used 5 1/5 pounds of flour. On Wednesday, she used 2 3/4 pound of flour. Amelia started with 10 pounds of flour. How much does she have left? So we have to take 5 1/5 and combine it with 2 3/5 first to see how much did she use altogether. So first we're going to add our wholes. 5 wholes plus 2 wholes equals 7 wholes. And then we're going to add our fractions. 1/5 plus 3/5 equals a total of 4/5. But we're not done because that's just how much she used. Remember, she started with 10 pounds. So how much does she have left? We actually have to do 10 minus 7 4/5. We have to pull out the part that she used to figure out how much she actually has left. So we're going to start with a number line strategy. So with that, we go from the lower fraction and we're going to jump to that higher number, and that happens to be 10. Now, first what we have to do is get from 7 4/5 to our next landmark fraction, which would be plus 1/5. And that'll get us to 7 5/5, which is equal to, so 7 plus 5/5 is 7 plus 5/5, which is a whole. So that's going to be 8. And then how far is 8 wholes to get to 10 wholes plus 2? So then we do 2 plus 1/5 equals 2 wholes and 1/5. It's a mixed number answer. So then when he says, how much does she have left? 2 1/5. So that's one strategy. We jumped plus 1/5 here because this 4/5 is really close to 5/5. So you jump 1/5, gets you to the 5/5. 7 5/5 is the same as 8 wholes. 7 wholes plus 1 whole is 8 wholes. Jump from 8 to 10, it's plus 2. Add it all together, 2 1/5. Now, let's say we want to do this as a picture. So we're going to just draw 10 holes here. And you can line them up down here however you want to do them. Draw your 10 holes. Let me keep track here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the reason why I'm going through and just showing you the pictures is because it's the same problem. So add 5 1/5 with the 2 3/5, and you get 7 4/5. I just want to show you different strategies that you can use to tackle or solve this. So now we have 10 holes. We're going to take away 7 holes and 4/5. So let's begin to slash out our holes. We take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes from this 7 here. So we've taken those away. And now we have to take away 4/5, but there is no fifths, so we're going to cut this hole into fifths. You need 4 lines. That'll give you 5 sections. Just make sure here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then cross this out. Cross off the 1/5, cross off this 5th, 2/5, cross off 3/5, cross off 4/5. How much are you left with? Here's a hole, and then what fraction is this? 1/5. So you put all that together and you're going to get 2 holes from the 2 holes here and 1/5, and that is your answer. So first we had to combine these two and then subtract it from the 10 using pictures. And then one last strategy that you can use is borrowing fraction style, kind of like we do when we borrow with our whole numbers. So remember, you still have 10 minus the amount she used. So we combined 5 1/5 plus 2 3/5, and that was 7 4/5. And she started with 10, so how much does she have left? Do 10 minus 7 and 4/5. So set it up like this: 10 holes, the bigger number at the top, 7 and 4/5, smaller number at the bottom. But you know what? When you subtract this, you have to start here. So look, nothing minus 4/5, you can't do that. Because this is, you can't take, like, pretend if it was like a 0 here. You can't take 0 away, you can't take 4/5 away from 0. So you're going to borrow from the 10 holes. You're going to make it 9 holes. And guess what you're going to do? Listen, it's fraction style, right? So you're going to make 5/5. Why do we do 5/5? Because this bottom number is in fifths. So whatever that bottom number is, that's what you would make it into. And we did 5/5 because 5/5 is a hole that we borrowed from that 9. So borrow from the 10 holes, make it 9 holes, and make a hole that's in fifths, so that 5/5 minus 4/5 is 1/5. Just subtract that regular. And remember, never add or subtract those bottom numbers. And then 9 holes minus 7 holes is 2 holes. So then your answer is 2 holes and 1/5. All right, I hope that helps. Keep practicing until you get it.